You know, one thing I remember about this game, music. All right, so what's up, everybody? Oh, hang on, I got a weird echo thing going on here. Sorry, this is my first stream. As you may have noticed, the title of it is a real banger. It says first stream. I figured this would be a fun game to start with. A couple things to point out. I'm streaming straight from a Series S, so I'm using a headset microphone, and I don't have a face cam set up, if you're wondering what that's about. I do plan on buying an Elgato pretty soon, though, and like maybe really getting into this stuff, but I figured I'd test the waters by doing it like this. Now, you may be wondering, Dalton, why, though, if we're playing the Mass Effect series, the Legendary Edition, why does it say install on Mass Effect 1? It does say install on Mass Effect 2. Does that mean we're starting with another favorite, Mass Effect 2? No, we're starting with everybody's real favorite, Mass Effect 3. Because, one, I think that'll piss somebody off, and that's kind of funny. Because even bad waves are waves, baby. There's no such thing as bad publicity, only publicity. Unless you're Bobby Kotick or some kind of sex pest. Then, first of all, stop it. Secondly, fuck off. Oh, I swear, man. It's another thing I'm not sure about Twitch. I don't know if you can swear in the first minute. I hope that wasn't the first 60 seconds. But it's too late now. We're going. From here on out, I guess I will, like, comically edit out my own swears with high-pitched beepy noises. Like, beep. So I'll be like, let's start the full game. Everybody's favorite Mass Effect 3. I'll explain why we're doing this one and my history with the series as we get going here. Mass Effect 3. Earth. Possibly. Also Earth. And debris. It's Mass Effect 3. They got that debris on Mass Effect 3. What's under extras? Alright, new game. So, let's start talking a little bit about my history with the series. I played these games mostly as male Shepard. And of these games, the first one I played was Mass Effect 2, which I very much enjoyed. So much so that I believe I played it like 2.5 times. I went back to Mass Effect 1. I probably played about half of it. But at that point, I was like, for me, the combat and everything was just so much tighter in 2 that there was like no going back. And I could see the magic of the first one when I was playing it. I was like, I get why this is a lot of people's favorites. Some people think it went downhill after this. But I kind of like the stupid shit that they added that people hate, like reloading, because I like to reload. We'll talk more about that in a little bit too. But anyways, majority of those playthroughs, male Shepard. I think I even did like just standard default Shepard, that Mark Mir action. So I think we're gonna do FemShep, which is also a fan favorite, I understand. So, and we can't import our ME2 character, because fuck ME2, we're not playing on this collection. FemShep. Now, I could be wrong, but I thought there was like some kind of thing at the beginning of these games, if you didn't play the previous ones, that was like a motion comic that would allow you to make the big decisions that you would have made in the other ones, and they'd carry into this. But that may have just been for the PlayStation 3 version of Mass Effect 2. I'm really not sure. But let's select the type of experience we would like to have. You can change these settings at any time. So is action easy or normal? Adjustable. Conversations, plays, cuts. The traditional. Customize your character and choose dialogue responses. Combat difficulties. Customize your character experience. None of this. Oh, wait. So this is normal. This is hard. Let's play normal just because I'm fucking talking and playing at the same time. Although I don't remember these games being super hard. I don't know why I said that, like I play games on hard all the time. I don't. I'm a scrub. First name Jane. No. What's a cool... Jane is literally plain Jane. It's plainest name. Other Shepherd John? John Doe? John Spartan? John Cena? I was listing off famous Johns. Jimmy John? John... Nee... Appleseed? John Voice. Okay. Let's move on. What's a cool name for a lady shepherd? Oh, I got it. Lady Shepherd. Boom! I could also put .com. Okay, and I don't want like a fucked up looking character, so I think we might go with default. Appearance is a match for personal records. What does that mean? Let's look at custom for a second and see if there's any presets we like. I wish I could go with like the standard marketing one and maybe like change just a couple things, but whatever. That's how we're gonna roll. All right, now time to pick the stuff. They did good there. I didn't say the sh word, but I just censored it out with my funks that I do. Scanning for physical enhancements. Please confirm your military class. So I played these games as Vanguard for the most part. Wow, I don't know why my voice is cracking like I work at the fucking Krusty Burger. You like fries with that? Yeah, I've seen such. Anyway. Played live as Vanguard. That was pretty fun, but I didn't really use shotguns a lot, so my build didn't even really make a ton of sense to be like flying up right close to people all the time. But those abilities just looked really cool, so I picked it. I've not done one of these techie classes. I have tried a biotic, but I think for this playthrough we're gonna go straight soldier, because I remember Mass Effect 3 has a lot more like interesting gun stuff, and I think also the soldier gets the Omni Blade. And I almost want to Google that, but I don't want to take up time on the stream to do it, so we're just going to do it. So I think if you pick a biotic character, you just have like a biotic like push melee attack. And I want to stab a mother effer soldier. Alright, what do we want? Orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escape the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turn 18. Colonist. Born and raised on Mindwar, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindwar, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol and you enlisted with the military. Feels like it's kind of dark. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. That sounds like that sucked. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location more than a few years. Blah, 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 blah. Earthborn. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, Soul Survivor. What I remember about this is you're kind of fucked up and traumatized. War Hero. Earlier in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impassable odds. Your bravery and heroism earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Ruthless. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless fishermen makes people wary, but when failure is not an option. I almost want to pick Ruthless and play as a Paragon, because I wonder what would happen. But let's just go with goddamn. Just be a goddamn war hero, man. Lady Shepherd, Earthborn, war hero, soldier. Profile registration complete. Accept. Do not change. Genesis 2 is an it's the thing I was talking about. I'm not crazy. I remember it right. Hope I'm not peeking this mic by yelling. Yell! Alright. Mass Effect Genesis 2 is an interactive comic that summarizes events from previous Mass Effect games. Would you like to set your backstory this way? Fuck yes, because we skipped the other two on this playthrough. Yes, you're going to hear me vape. I'm sorry. Sorry. Until I can use my mic that's further away.
Since they relieved me of duty. Strange how years of your life can just vanish in the blink of an eye. And in a flash, you got nothing but time. Time to reflect on everything that's happened. Hard to believe it's only been a few years since this all began. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden
I don't know
Prime
how I
had been
feel about this
attacked.
art.
They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across
I
the
remember
lone
Caden,
survivor
he was
of the
very
patrol,
vanilla.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams, a soldier to the core,
Ashley, I
Tough,
think, is racist and
disciplined,
everybody hates her.
ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship.
We saw it. The
Like
ship.
nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive.
Talk a little faster.
Scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. It hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something.
Thought this is
Vision.
silly to me, I don't know why.
Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian inspector named Saren.
In the chat.
He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the
I'm letting
colony
you
in
hear
Eden
it.
Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite specters could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in
Get
my
that proof.
search. Garrus,
There's my
another
boys.
Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
Oh, shit.
Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring
Look down at the
Saren.
bottom there.
Anderson decided to stay
character,
behind, giving up his
voice
ship to
acted
Normandy. He told
by
me I'd need it more than he would.
motherfucking Keith
He
David,
also
baby.
pointed me in a direction.
Keith David. Love Keith David.
Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most
A story
importantly,
about Keith David. I'll
daughter
tell
of
you in a little bit.
Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent,
Oh
and
yes,
born
the
with a
Asari,
unique
the
ability
blue
to meld
sex
with other
race.
species. Liara was able to help me
It's true.
decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Kaidan was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship
Jealous,
had the
Kaidan?
potential to interfere with the mission.
Oh, here we go. The mission, Kaidan, Liara. Okay, let's read that again. Was a little concerned as commander. I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. So what if I just say the mission comes first? And not pick a side. But I kind of want to pick Liara's side because I remember I like Liara. Huh. You know what? Mission comes first.
I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to
Mind on the
Liara's
mission,
help,
baby.
we had our next lead, Benezia.
No time for love,
Saren
lady.
had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered
Rachni.
Benezia to use the same
say
technique
Ragnar.
Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight
And they
through
were
hundreds
bugs.
of them to get to Benezia. By the time we
They were
arrived,
large.
Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills.
Gave her the blue eyes.
Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
Here's the thing I for sure remember doing, and I for sure remember it being a good call. Save the queen. Have mercy.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past
No,
sins.
I wouldn't.
And the queen
I
was true to her
myself
word.
would not either.
She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of
Oh my god,
Krogan.
look at.
He'd found a cure for the
Yeah, I was
genophage,
about to say I was
a
maybe
disease
too hard on
inflicted
this art
the
at
Krogan to
first, but
prevent
that
them from
picture
breeding
of
and taking over the
the
galaxy.
Krogan boy over there is.
Krogan Saren was
Little
breeding were
derp looking.
slaves. Mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the
Rex.
base and all its research. Rex disagreed.
Why you look so sad, Rex?
Violently.
You look like a frumpy potato,
Rex
man.
wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to
No,
convince
that's
him to
cool.
help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Save Rex.
Fortunately,
the
Rex
home.
is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't
It
the way
is.
to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat.
I feel like Ashley
When we
is
finally
the
got to
one
the
who ends
center
up
of the
killing
base,
him, or like
I
tries to kill him,
realized
or
just how
wants to
close
fucking kill
Saren
him.
was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper.
Was actually,
It spoke to
yeah.
me, threatened
I
me.
said that earlier.
I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into two
That's the
squads,
noise
sending
Saren
Ash
is
with
making
one
up in
and
the top
Kaidan
right.
with the other as a distraction. We had a
Bottom
nuke
right,
and
he's
we
going.
planned to use it.
Oh.
Before we could detonate the bombs, Saren showed up. We fought.
Oh.
I stalled him to make time for my team.
That's what that face says.
And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but it wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Now, okay, I think if you just start Mass Effect 3 and don't have a previous save, I think it saves Ashley by default. But what I understand is fuck Ashley. But since previously when I played Mass Effect 3, I imported the save, I had... No, wait. Did it assume I saved? No, because I didn't play the first one. So it assumed Ashley. But everybody says fuck Ashley. I almost want to go with save Ashley just because it's controversial, but... We'll save Kate.
Ash was a good friend. And a great soldier. But I had to choose.
But fuck
and
her.
I chose Kaidan.
Because she's racist.
That
Fuck
was
racism.
the last time Saren would slip away from me.
I can confidently
I
say
knew
that's a part of my
The next
platform.
time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them
Real
all that
talk.
despite the odds, we could defeat
This
him.
motion comic is
I'd never
gonna
tell
be
anyone,
like
but I had my doubts.
a large part of
Leaving
the
Ashley
stream,
behind,
probably.
my resolve.
Because it's going for a
Revealed a
while. I don't
weakness
know
in
how
my
long the stream's
defenses.
gonna be.
How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren?
Like a few.
We arrived on
Not too.
Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that. Each time purging the galaxy of life.
Yo,
The
Jennifer
Protheans
Hale
had
is pretty
fought
good.
and
I wonder
died
how
like
this would
every
sound with Mark
species
Meir.
before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here.
We're
to
officially, by the
destroy
way,
us
in the
all.
stuff I didn't play in 1. I didn't get this
We
far.
followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. It
Whoa.
caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now
Garrus is
regrouping.
doing some John
With
Woo
Sovereign
shit.
as
He
his
needs
flagship, there was
fucking
little hope
doves
that the fleets
busting
would
out
counterattack
behind him,
with enough
dude.
strength to take back the Citadel.
2 guns akimbo
Saren was
flying
done
through the
running.
air in slow motion.
And I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him.
That bastard.
He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's
I don't like the way
flagship,
she
the
said
Destiny Ascension,
Turian
fell under
bastard.
attack.
As in all Turians are
Despite
bastards.
Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's
like the
army
Turians.
continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy.
Nah, real talk. I was kind of talking and I wasn't super paying attention to that part. So let's see what we can gather. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension. They were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet... Fuck. Man, I don't want to put the whole fleet... This feels serious. Sacrifice Council.
The Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and
Yeah.
now if we were going to
Yeah,
defeat
fuck
Sovereign.
them. They're people in charge.
Even with
People
the
in charge
Citadel
suck.
back in my control, Saren
Save the little
defeated
guy.
and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races.
But we have
In
the,
the end,
fleets because we
Sovereign
sacrificed
fell.
the Council.
But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow
Keith
victory.
David?
The Reapers were
That does
still
not
out
look
there.
like Keith David.
I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibility.
I'm gonna sound real stupid if it turns out
choice
I'm
of
getting Keith
humanity's
David
first
confused
counselor
with
was
someone
left
else,
to
but
me
I'm
to decide.
pretty sure it's Keith David.
On the one hand, Udina, a lifetime
If not, it might be the
politician,
Allstate guy.
ruthless and ambitious. He would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other
Guys, ever
choice,
seen They Live?
Captain Anderson, the career
Keith
soldier.
David's in that movie.
Tough but fair. But a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Motherfucking Anderson, dog. Keith David, probably.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army.
Said
The Geth and
Solarian
Saren were
doing
just the
metal
beginning.
detector.
The Reapers had other plans. A few months after the battle for the Citadel, while we were on patrol, we were attacked by an unknown vessel. Before we knew what was happening, we were disabled and forced to abandon
I
ship.
believe we are
The
into
Normandy
Mass
was
Effect
destroyed,
2
and
now.
we lost a lot of good people. I almost didn't make it myself.
Cool intro when this
Technically, I
happens
was as
that you
close
won't
to
get to see
death
because
as
we're
you
not
can
playing
get.
that.
By the time my body was recovered, there wasn't much left. The pro-human group Cerberus acquired what was left of my body and spent the next 2 years rebuilding me. My memories, abilities, everything. The person in charge of my recovery was a Cerberus agent, Miranda Lawson. Brilliant.
That does not
and
look like
efficient.
the character.
But before I could be completely
Because the
rehabilitated,
character looks
Cerberus
exactly
facility
like
we were
the
in was
actress
attacked.
who plays her.
I
They
was
scanned
forced
her
to fight my way
face.
out. In my condition,
Her
I
name
should
is
have
Yvonne
died.
Strahotsky,
But an
I
ex-Alliance
believe.
soldier named Jacob Taylor
She is an
kept me
Australian
alive.
actress
We found
who was
Miranda
in
and
the
we
show
escaped.
Chuck. And some
We
movie with
made the
Adrian
elusive
Brody
man,
where she played a
the leader of
prostitute, I
Cerberus
think, or
and the one
something.
who had ordered me rebuilt. The elusive man lived up to his name, offering half answers to many of my questions. But he did explain why
Elusive
he'd brought me
man.
back. He believed I was the one person who could stop the Reaper threat. And he explained that the Reapers had a new ally, an insectoid race called the Collectors, the ones who had attacked the Normandy 2 years earlier. Since that time, they'd been systematically abducting entire human colonies and taking them beyond the Omega-4 relay, a place that no ships other than
The
Collector
elusive
ships ever
man is
return from.
Martin
The elusive man wanted me
Fuchin,
to
by
find
the way.
out why humans were being abducted, and to end it. In return, Cerberus
sucks,
would
but
outfit
he's
me with a
cool.
rebuilt Normandy, weapons, and a skeleton crew. As long as I agreed to take along Miranda, Jacob, and an illegal AI named Edie.
The fucking maybe
I
narcs.
told the elusive man I wanted my own team. People I knew.
Yeah.
He already
of
had a
not
list of
narcs.
individuals that he wanted. People that might be willing to go on a suicide mission, to head beyond the Omega-4 relay and face
Mortis,
the unknown.
Tali,
It was an interesting
Samara,
list.
Thane,
Ex-convicts, assassins,
Jack,
experimental scientists.
Joker.
In the end, it was
if I
my
remember
choice.
correct.
It would take time and effort to recruit them all. And with more humans disappearing every day, I wasn't sure I should bother.
I wanted to romance Samara and you couldn't, and that was a bummer. Take your time, recruit all, be expedient, recruit. Hey, fuck that, take my time.
I decided I needed all the
saving
help
them.
I could get.
World of space here.
Recruiting the team took me
space world.
all over the galaxy. Along the way, I met some old friends.
I'm
They were
building
quick
a
to join,
team.
despite the risks. As for the rest, finding them and convincing
Garrus
them
is
to join me
taking
on a
a nap with a
suicide
gun in
mission
his
was
hand.
difficult.
While being
But
shot
keeping them
at.
from killing each other was next to impossible. They only had to stay alive long enough to complete the mission. I wasn't sure what difference it would make if they
Pretty
were
risque
happy doing
outfit,
it.
Jack. Let's resolve the. Well, once again, I was not paying attention to what we're actually talking about. Resolve the conflict sounds like a thing to do.
But if we were going to survive this, our best chance was to make sure everyone was working together.
I think that means do the loyalty missions,
I
which
tried to
yes,
recruit and
do the
reconnect with a
loyalty
few of my old
missions.
squad, but they were suspicious of Cerberus. No doubt why they weren't on the elusive
Yeah,
man's list
well,
to
it should
begin
be.
with.
Cerberus is
Worse,
technically a
they'd moved
terrorist
on.
organization.
For 2 years, they'd believed I was dead and lost. Now I was headed off on another suicide mission. If things were gonna get better between us, it would take time. But I was running out of time.
Bro, these are just easy questions if you're not a piece of shit. I've never done like a full Renegade playthrough of any of these games because I don't get why you would just want to be a piece of shit. Now, move on. Fuck, no. Stay true to your friends, bro. If I've learned anything from anime, man, everything is about hard work, determination, and the power of friendship. So, power of friendship.
Maybe once the mission was over, we could try to reconnect. With most of the team recruited,
Maybe.
we were getting close. We just needed to figure out how to survive the Omega-4 relay. Our best chance came when we discovered a damaged collector ship. We went in knowing it could be a trap, but we had to try. What we found was almost unbelievable. The collectors weren't a new race at all. They were the twisted remnants of the Protheans, slaves of the Reapers. And humans were the next target. The collectors were abducting tens of thousands of humans for the Reapers.
There's
and
a lot
unless
of
we
hi
could
hats.
find a way to stop them, we'd end up just like the Protheans. We had to escape before we could find out the secrets of the Omega-4 relay, but we were more determined than ever to put a stop to the collectors. All we needed now was a way through the relay. EDI had figured out what we needed, and the elusive man knew where to find it. We stole parts from a derelict Reaper.
The Joker down there, by the way, voice acted by Seth Green.
And allow us safe passage through the relay. As soon as we had what we needed, Joker and EDI began testing. But while I was away on mission with the team, the collectors attacked the Normandy, determined to destroy it before we could finish the tests. Joker and EDI did their best to fight them off. They saved the ship, but the entire crew was abducted, taken beyond the Omega-4 relay. Jacob went to go immediately and rescue the crew. EDI and Miranda wanted more time to prepare.
Joker's got a hell of a bod for a character who's supposed to be like frail and will fall apart if you touch him. Look at his abs. Let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's an 8-pack, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. I wonder if he's got... Oh, you know the lines. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Really hot dudes have those lines down there, like under their abs, approaching their crotch. And I've heard those referred to as something that is gross, but I want to say it, but I don't know if I can say it because I don't understand how I don't understand how the explicit tags work on here yet, and what does not require them. But just know they call it a something gutter, and that something can be gross. It's a liquid, a viscous liquid. That's it. It's a something gutter. That's all you need to know. Viscous liquid gutter. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah, you're thinking about it. Alright. Jacob wanted to go immediately and rescue crew. EDI and Miranda wanted more time to prepare for the attack. Prepare ship. Fuck. I don't know about this one. Are they talking about my crew? And the team. Let's prepare, I guess.
We only had one chance to attack the collectors. I knew we had to be ready before we went, even if it meant sacrificing the crew. I gathered everyone to go over the plan. We all knew this was likely a one-way ticket. The team was ready, but they were nervous. We knew this could be our last day together. We were scared and looking for reassurance.
I'm saying crew. That was really fucking with my head. I was like, you mean
other.
My crew? Because don't sacrifice my personal crew. Start something with Garrus. What does that mean? Just be a dick to Garrus? We knew this could be our last day. We were scared and looking for reassurance. Some of us found it in each other. What does start something with Garrus mean? Like, get into it with him? The lack of context. Prepare for the assault?
But I went to my cabin to be alone. To prepare for the attack, go over
Oh man, I
detail.
maybe meant hang out with Garrus.
I had to make sure we were ready. The day
Well,
of the
I hope
attack,
Garrus
everything
doesn't
went as
fucking die.
planned. At first, the Normandy made it safely through. As we scanned
Now,
the
who's
wreckage
gonna
of all
die
the ships
here?
that failed before us, we found what we were looking for: the collector base, and guarding it, a ship that had destroyed the Normandy 2 years ago and almost ended my life. But this time, we were the attacker. And the Normandy was equipped to deal with it. We took some damage, but destroyed the collector ship.
Yeah,
We
we
made our way to their
did.
base. We
All
knew the
their
fighting
base
inside
are
would be
belonging
brutal.
to us.
We arrived intact.
I can't
the
believe
team
I said
wasn't
that
strong
in
enough to withstand
2022,
the
the year of
assault.
our Lord.
Eventually, we
I'm
made it
old.
to the heart of the base. To this day, I can.
And we shot at a
The
T-1000.
collected humans had been dissolved,
that's what that
transformed, and repurposed to create the frame for a new Reaper. A massive
That part's
human Reaper.
So they took a bunch of
abomination.
people and they rendered
We
it
had
down
no
into
choice but to
goop or
destroy it.
energy or something, and they turned it into a giant robot
The
monster.
battle caused severe
that's
damage
part
to the
people.
base, but we
Kinda like
needed
an
to
Ava.
destroy it completely. As I prepped explosives to finish the job, we received a message. The Elusive Man. He didn't want us to destroy the base at all. He wanted to preserve it. He wanted to study how the humans were transformed into the abomination we'd seen. To use the technology of the Collectors to help defeat the Reapers.
Now I think maybe the first time I played this, I agreed with the Elusive Man because I thought he was cool, but I learned later the Elusive Man might not be so cool. So let's not trust the Elusive Man.
I always suspected the Elusive Man had his own motives, but I couldn't agree with him on this. We had stopped the Collectors. We would find a way to stop the Reapers without sacrificing our morality in the process. We destroyed the base, completely, and escaped back through the Omega-4 relay. The mission was a success, and in the end, the whole team made it out alive.
Holy
though
shit!
the crew
Yeah,
was
that was
killed
easier
before
than
we could
doing it in
rescue
the
them,
game.
they didn't
Pretty sure I
die in
lost a
vain.
few in the game.
We stopped the Collectors, and we stopped the Reapers from creating their abomination. And we
Everybody.
bought everyone just a little more time. If only there was
Jack,
more
put
time.
on a shirt. It's cold.
The Reapers are still
It's
coming.
space.
Every day a bit closer. I handed every piece of intel on the Collectors and Cerberus over to the Alliance brass. They're not sure what to make of it, but at least they're listening. I just hope they figure out what to do about it soon. Before time runs out for all of us.
Woo! 37 minutes into the stream, and we're done with the motion comic. Remember BioWare when they were doing this shit? Good times. Remember Anthem?
How bad
That's
is
a
it?
good times.
Bad. We just lost contact with 2 of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I just
This
take
is my
life
first
on it.
time looking at this version of the game, and it looks pretty
How long do we
fucking
have?
good. Did it again. Whatever. It looks pretty
Not
fucking
long.
good
I sent word.
for
The fleet's immobilizing.
a 360 game, essentially.
God
They've
help us
done some
all.
work on this thing. Well, I'm kind of talking over these cutscenes, not too much, a little bit, but in 2157, humanity discovered it was not alone in the universe. 30 years later, they found a peaceful place among a dozen of galactic species. But this idyllic future is overshadowed by a dark past. Reapers, a sentient race of machines responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life every 50,000 years, are about to return. The leaders of the galaxy are paralyzed by... Damn it! You get it. Bad stuff is about to happen, probably. Okay, I remember this small boy. I remember chasing a boy through a vent at the beginning of this, I think. I think this one kind of starts off with a bang. Alright, I like the look of FemShep.
Commander,
You're not supposed to call me that anymore,
Freddie
James.
Prinze Jr.
not supposed to salute you either. We gotta
That
go.
voice.
The defense committee wants to see you.
Sounds important.
That character looks like a total meathead douche, but he's actually like one of the better characters.
What's going on?
Couldn't say.
There was like
Just
an
told me they
anime
needed
about
you.
him,
Now.
I think, called Mass Effect something.
Anderson?
Something.
Admiral,
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the
Pete
edges.
David.
How you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot...
Jennifer Hale.
soft
I'm just gonna
beds.
keep naming voice.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know, not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
You know, this looks so fucking good. It almost makes me regret not playing 2, because it probably would have also looked new and good. I was just partially like, what if we played the most recent one? And because it's got the most advanced combat. And other reasons I explained earlier. Oh, I didn't explain this. First time I played 3, I got a stupid ending. I didn't like it. I don't think I made all the best choices. So this is our redo, but this is the real run. We're gonna try to get a cool ending that I'm happy with. We're gonna make some different picks. Now, let's go. I don't remember what he said, but I'm gonna say I'm certain.
It's the Reapers, and we're not ready for them, not by a long
Oh
shot.
yeah, I mean, it fucking
Tell
is.
that to the defense committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That way they grounded me, took away my ship.
You know that's not true.
It
The shit
looks
you've done,
good.
any other soldier would
How
have
many
been tried,
times can I say
court-martialed, and
this? I
discharged.
didn't expect them to have done this much work.
It's your knowledge of the Reapers that kept that from happening.
That and your good word.
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need
I
you
thought
to
the,
do whatever the hell
like,
it
the
takes to help us
animation
stop the
cycles would have aged not very well, but I mean, I
They're
don't know.
expecting
We'll
you to,
see
Admiral.
when we're actually playing the game. How some of the NPCs move, and they might
luck
be in
in
those
there,
weird
Shepard.
like loops. Bet that was a hell of a handshake from Bear
Anderson.
of the Man. The man we saved. Hashtag fuck Ashley.
How'd it go in there, Major?
Okay, I think. Hard to know. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Major.
Cool, this is already different because for
You
whatever
haven't heard?
reason, first time I played
No,
this,
I'm a bit out of the loop
this
these
was
days.
Ashley.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to keep you out of the loop.
I'm sure you had
Don't
your
worry
reasons.
about it.
Yeah, I suppose I did. Still, it's good to see you.
Admiral.
Come on.
You know the commander?
I used to.
I think this is Canada. Canada. North America. North America.
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
I believe this is partially because BioWare is based out of
What's the situation?
either Quebec
We
or
were
Toronto.
hoping you would tell us.
The reports coming
Could be
in
totally
are
wrong on that.
unlike anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Soul Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
We are fucked. Don't you see?
Then, how do we stop them?
We
Stop.
don't.
This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are, more powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
Just like kangaroos.
There must be some way.
And I mean that. I know things about kangaroos. We stand together, survival at any cost. We're gonna stand together. Let's be positive.
If we're gonna have any chance at surviving
I'm
this,
pep talking. I'm Captain
We have
America
to
in this
stand together.
shit.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've
Oh, maybe
lost
that was the
contact
wrong
with
choice.
Unibase.
Alright, well.
It
sorry.
couldn't be that
Thought that
close.
would have been cooler.
Oh, they get past our defenses.
Thought she was gonna be like,
Sir,
we're gonna stand
UK
together, and
headquarters
now I'm
has a
gonna give a
visual.
cool Captain America speech, and everybody's gonna be like, fuck yeah! Oh! My guy was having a hell of a time with that one.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
Dead,
What do
maybe?
we do?
By the way, a lot of this stuff that I'm saying, I don't know for sure. I
the
don't
only
remember.
thing we
I'm
can.
just throwing
we
guesses
fight or
out.
we die.
We should get
She
to the
has
Normandy.
pretty eyes. They're kind of like mine. Although mine are like green sometimes. You didn't really need to know that. But what you do need to know is that shit's about to go down. Literally. Down into the earth. Damn, girl, where you get that from?
Shepard! Shepard! Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving. This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Major Alanko, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the normal. You'll have to contact me. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson out. They're massive. Come on, Shepard.
Alright, we're in it now.
We can get to the spaceport. Let's move.
Time to see me sink or swim. Although we're playing on normal, right? So that should.
Look out!
Whoa!
How do you stop something so powerful?
I don't know, Keith. But I'm not
Take a
gonna
running
call you
jump.
Anderson.
It's farther than it looks.
That was like an Ocarina of Time jump.
Come on, let's go.
There's no actual jump. Let's go. Oh, there's a dive? I don't remember there being a dive for 2.
Come on. We'll have to go this way.
Yeah.
Looks clear. Let's go. Come
We're
on,
gonna
let's
do
keep
a
moving.
lot of this. We're gonna be
Major,
walking into
you
a
read me?
lot of rooms
I'm
of
patching in
waist high
Shepard.
cover. We're gonna take cover and shoot bullets and powers at things.
Husks! Take him out!
Husks! Where you is?
Shoot him! You haven't forgot how to shoot, have you?
A little bit, dude. Can I go up there?
Take him out!
Oh
I'm out of
shit.
ammo. Come on, we gotta move.
Got enough. Look, guys, I just started playing the game. I'm shaking off the cobwebs. Maybe I'm not the best shot.
Take these things out the
Shot that dude in
old-fashioned
the
way.
dick like a bunch of times. Oh, cool. Okay, let's see if I got my Omni Blade. Omni Blade. Yeah, I did. Cool. I wanted that laser.
Don't let him grab
sword
you.
thing. I don't plan on it. I have no ammo. Laser. What if we could find
Gotta find a way out of here.
some thermal clips? Thermal clips. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit because that's a thing people have a problem with, and I kind of don't. What do we do on the lowest level? But we'll get into that when
Watch
we
it.
talk about guns. Somebody remind me though. Oh shit. Really? Would like some bullets. That's what I would like. The door. Open.
Through this way.
If I was smart, I would have played a little bit of this before I jumped right into being like, maybe I'll stream it. Maybe the whole thing. Not right now all at once. That'd be fucking crazy.
Hey,
Speaking of which, the way these
It's
streams
okay.
are probably going to go, I'm probably going to do a couple shorter ones during the
Everyone's
week in the
dying.
afternoon about the same time. And then on my days off, I will do some longer, ass-numbing, sitting gaming sessions for you. Get out of there! Kinda just want to yell at him, but he's scared.
come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
But your hand looks kind of rough.
Shepard! In here.
Did you wash those hands? What if that kid would have said, "You wash those hands, bitch"? Then I would have been like, "Get the fuck out of here right now. You're never having Skittles again."
Ah, this is a
I'm not your mom,
goddamn
but I can
mess.
figure that out. I have connections. I'm in the
Every minute these machines are here,
Alliance.
thousands of innocent people die.
military.
I won't be
and
responsible.
7. It's war. People die.
It's hard enough
I
fighting a
understand
war, but
you,
it's
right?
worse knowing no matter how hard you try, you can't save them all.
Exactly.
So far, I think I'm playing as
It's so fast. I thought we'd have more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses. We need to go to the Citadel. Talk to the Council.
The Citadel. The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us.
You sure about that?
No, but you were a Council Spectre. That has to count for something. Gotcha!
Thanks. I owe you one.
More than one. Grab some ammo.
Keith David.
Reload. Let's
I
keep
would
moving.
just like Keith David. Oh yeah, my Keith David story. So you may or may not know this about me.
Come on, it hasn't been that
I've
long
been to
since you've had
rehab a
that
couple times for boozing too much. I've now been sober for about 4 years. This is kind of serious, so let me pause it. Sober for about 4 years. Where was I even going with this? Oh my gosh. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you do that to yourself. You have no brain cells left. It was something to do with the fact that... Wow. I just totally forgot what I was going to say. First stream, everybody! Wait, do I remember? Well, no. There's one thing related to me, like playing this back when I was a younger man and a drinking man. I think I played a lot of this probably intoxicated, so I don't super remember a lot of it, so that's making it kind of interesting. Although I don't think that's what I was going to say. If you find out what I was going to say, let me know in the chat. Because that was my biggest fail of this stream so far.
We're at 10 of the spaceport. ETA 3 minutes.
Made it to the Normandy. Taking heavy fire. Oh, God.
Oh! This is the worst. This is the worst way to do it. When I was in the rehab for like the 3rd time, I met this really interesting, crazy hillbilly man from Tennessee who was telling, he had so many stories. And one of the stories was about how his mom, when she was younger, ran into Keith David at a gas station. No shit, Keith David. And he tried to hit on her and pick her up. And she had just happened to like start seeing his dad a little bit before that. So she was like, unfortunately, no. But otherwise, Keith David. And I would. So he was like, I was very close to having Keith David as a father. And I was like, I fucking wish. That's cool. Keith David, They Live. Go watch it. Alright.
Major! Caden! Damn it, they're in trouble.
He's been in a lot of stuff. But They Live. If you don't know anything about that, I don't know why you're watching this stream. You know, it would have been really bad if my mic was muted that whole time. I don't know anything that does yet, dude. I see a thermal clip. in the
Normandy,
distance.
we're going to reroute. Do you copy?
Here's where
Normandy, come in.
we will talk.
Friendlies.
Okay. So, since we saw the thermal clip, let me talk to you about thermal clips for 1 second. In the original game, there was no reloading of any kind. There was like an energy kind of system, and you would let it kind of drain down, and then give it a minute, and it would fill back up, and try to keep your momentum with shooting that way. And it was cool because they've written something into the fiction and lore of this universe that's really interesting about the guns, is that they have a small Mass Effect field inside of them, which is like some space magic black hole element zero crazy stuff that powers the warp drives and blah 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 blah. We'll get into what Mass Effect actually is later, but it basically meant that these guns shot very small particles of like metal. There's like a brick of metal inside the gun, and it would shave off little bits at a time, and then the Mass Effect field would accelerate it like crazy, and it would go forward and gain mass and momentum as it went, I guess, and it fuck shit up with this tiny speck of metal out of your gun. And then in the second one, they were like, you know what's not fun though? This energy bar not reloading thing. Reloading feels good, so let's just say they need thermal clips to be cooled down now. So you're not putting ammo in the gun. You're cooling it down, baby. This does not make me as mad as it made some other people, because I don't think it fucks up the lore that bad. I'm capable of just making my head canon like, you know, they developed some kind of new technology between 1 and 2 that just makes the guns work a little bit better if they use thermal clips. Whatever. And also, reloading feels good. I'm a serial reloader in video games. I'm one of those people. I always go for reload speed over more rounds than a clip, just because I like the act of reloading. I don't really know why. Oh, big boys.
Keep your head down. Nice shot.
Fuck. I'm doing terrible. I need to just sit serious.
Finish them all. Shepard, over here.
That was bad. I'll admit it. It's fine. You're not come here to see me play games good. That's not what this is about. You're here to see
What
me
happened here?
hit buttons and
Our
say
gunship
stupid
was shot
stuff.
down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No.
By the end of this
One of the
though,
gunship.
we'll be cover shooting pretty
Those
good, baby.
things.
We'll be popping and stopping and locking and dropping.
Stay here, son. We'll get you out of here. Come on. Let's get to that gunship.
Let's do it, Keith. So now, this is where we're going. Man, I'm too used to playing games lately where I could just like jump up over this. Let it jump.
What the hell are those things?
Pop and stop. Drop. Fuck you! Ah! Fuck. Stop. Damn, I want to that's on the stream. Give me an assault rifle. Let me spray and also pray to the Lord of bullets. Hey, I'm down here. You're up there. What's going on? Thermal clips, like I said, they're fine. The thermal clips are fine. Okay? Everybody just calm down. Where are we going? Radio.
Normandy, this is
I'm just
Anderson.
gonna order
Do you
some
read?
DoorDash real quick before everything goes to
What's your
shit.
location?
By a down gunship in the
Everybody,
harbor.
this is Keith
I'm activating
David.
its distress beacon.
I was
Send
like
support.
2
We've got
Baconators.
wounded down here.
Crunchy Frosties.
Major!
DoorDash.
Damn it! I lost the signal.
Fuck!
Let's hope that beacon
Not gonna
does
get
its
those
job.
Baconators.
And fast, we've got company.
I do now have an assault rifle. Which I think has a cool name, like an M78 Avenger or something. This is better. This is better for me. It's too far. Hits, man. Do I have like any powers or abilities yet? Oh, you guys want to see a fun trick? So I found that if you're having a hard time lining up your shots and you need a minute to breathe, this works especially awesome with sniper rifles. You can just do the weapon wheel or the power wheel, slow time. You see, get the cursor here, like where you want it to be roughly.
Get there soon.
You and me both!
Running out of
Boom.
ammo.
That's my hot tip for you. How do I is there not like a quick switch for guns? Predator was the pistol. No, Predator and the Avenger. Those are solid. These are all things you really want to know. I'm sure. Ah! Is there a blind fire? How do you fucks? Don't die. Don't die, Lady Shep. Come on! I just want my shield to heal me. Come on. Okay.
About time.
Guys, we did it.
Let's go!
Welcome aboard, Shepard.
Thanks.
But I'm gonna
Shepard!
keep doing it. Every time somebody makes a
Come
weird
on!
"Hwant" noise, I'm gonna make it. I'm good doing it a lot.
I'm not
sweet.
going. You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
Like, I want to say that. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this, and I know that's not how it's gonna go. But I feel like I want Anderson to know that I'm with him. Not telling him to cut and run like some fucking
We're in this
coward,
fight
all right?
together, Anderson.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council.
Kind of setting
Convince
up the
them to help
game
us.
here.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go. That's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore, remember?
Consider yourself reinstated, Commander.
Ha!
You
No
know what you have
longer
to
a
do.
Cerberus piece of shiz.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck.
You too, Shepard.
I think I'm already digging this more with Fem Shep. I think Jennifer Hale I like as a voice actor. Although I heard something interesting about the voice performances in this game. This could be kind of conjecture, but somebody said they saw this in an interview. Is that the voice actors, okay, Paragon, Renegade, right? Jennifer Hale apparently played those as two different characters. Mark Meer, on the other hand, did not. And so, kind of ruining this moment, aren't I? Whatever, the boy's gonna die. Mark Meer did not do that. So when you play this game, as I usually do, which is I just pick whatever feels right in the moment, I'm not 100% Paragon or Renegade, even though the game punishes you for that skill-wise. Mark Meer works a little better. But I think for this one, then, I'll probably just stick with a more straight-up Paragon playthrough. So it doesn't, there's not total fucking weirdness coming from Jennifer Hale's deal. Nothing wrong with her voice performance. just saying it's kind of interesting. These Reapers look unpleasant. Looks like some kind of fucked up water bug. Like a real effed up water bug. Stinky bug? Tater bug? What's a tater bug actually look like? I get confused with those bugs. I feel like those are two bugs that people call not by the name that the bugs are. Mass Effect 3. BAM! We're out of the introduction. Probably gonna go into another sort of introduction. Don't know for sure.
What the hell's going on?
War.
Where's Anderson? Where are we going?
War never changes.
Hey!
We're leaving.
He looks like a big honking meat boy.
Leaving? What's going on?
Anderson
that
wants
looks
us to go to the Citadel. Get help for the fight.
Look at that beef.
Bullshit, he wouldn't order us to leave.
We don't have a choice.
I don't like it either.
Without help, this war's already over.
Forget it. Drop me off someplace. Because
Enough!
Paragon.
Don't you think I'd rather stay and fight? We're going to the Citadel. You want out? You can catch a ride back from there.
See, for once, that was a Paragon action that was kind of like cool. That's my
Joker,
problem with the Paragon
that you?
stuff, is that they don't usually give you like badass, you know, still good options, and that was kind of cool. 'Cause she was like, I'm gonna be good by fucking yelling at you.
Shepard, sustained heavy losses.
I've really messed up on my effort thing, so that's something I should get this video taken down.
No way
Maybe
we
it's
can
fine.
defeat
I
them
don't know.
conventionally.
Anderson's already ordered me to the Citadel to talk to the Council.
First, I need you to Lance outpost on Mars. We lose control of the system.
Friggin' cell reception, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Cell phones, am I right?
Researching the Vrothian archives with Dr. Tasani.
Airplanes, right?
We found a way to stop the Reapers. The only way to stop them. Contact soon. Hack it out.
Joker, set a course for the Mars archives.
Mars.
The Marchives. That's where Markiplier keeps all
this
his
is local.
files.
Why Mars? What did you think we'll find there?
I don't know. Yet.
Markiplier,
Helps us
if you're
win this
watching,
war.
what are you doing?
Grab your gear.
Go do your thing. It's better. Alright, what are we getting to? We're at an hour and 8 minutes. We'll play for a little bit more.
I've been trying to reach Mars on secure channels. No one's answering.
Any sign of Reaper activity?
Negative.
Edie?
The base appears to be online. It's possible the inhabitants were
What if the
evacuated.
Reapers were called the
Soon enough.
Rippers?
Be ready,
That'd be
Joker.
cooler or stupider?
Roger that. Normandy out.
We're almost there.
Mars is looking alright. Can't remember what the tiny little like skip shot is called. Is it the 75-009X? I don't know. Is it the NS1? I don't know.
Still no contact from the
Is
base,
it
but we've got a massive storm
Danger?
headed our way.
I don't know.
How long till it hits?
Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy.
Understood.
So the design and the armor and stuff, I'm glad to see that all still looks cool. Doesn't feel dated. Really. Some of the UI feels a little old, but let's look at We just got some points. Alright. What do we want to do? More speed, more strength, more charisma. I like charisma. Concussive shot is a good ability to use. Fitness. Health, more shields. More shields is always good towards the beginning of a game. So we got 2 points left. Let's keep it basic. So that. Working on our fundies, dog. Our fundamentals. Oh wait, collect more points. Alright. Confirm. Johns, 2 points. Barrier. Reeve, drain target's health to separate. Increased damage. Overload, electronics, cryoblast. Slow down. No, cryoblast is cool. Let's get that. Amp that up. Oh wait, that's 2 points. Okay. We'll do the gem. There we go. You can auto level up, which I might end up doing at a certain point, but Carnage? Rip a target to shreds. That just sounds cool. Let's have you do that. Let's also give you some basics. Boom! Let's save. I don't remember how autosaving works in this game.
That's a huge
I don't remember.
Looks a lot bigger in person. Pretty average for Mars, actually.
Oh, dude.
I'm glad you're so optimistic. Yeah, we've got Reapers invading Earth.
I bet Shy Halud's out there,
A little
man.
dust storm seems like the least of our worries. Fair enough.
Shy Halud. Get that reference? You guys seen Dune? Best movie of last year. In this man's opinion. Best movie I saw.
What's that? He's a Lance. Sergeant Reeves. Didn't put up a fight before he died.
Rifle? They only carry 2 weapons? Let's see. Is that not... Okay, so I have 3 slots? Select a weapon. Mantis 1. Does that get rid of my pistols?
Something's not right here.
No, it does not get rid of my... And I have a shot... Oh yeah, because I'm a soldier. I can carry frick guns, buddy. I can carry funk guns, which saying a funk of something is a cool way to say an order of magnitude. I also heard an Irish person say a couple times lately the F word to mean they just threw something. Like, I funked it at a wall.
Holy shit. They're executing them.
Oh, fuck. See, I did it right after not doing it. You guys gotta watch my language.
They know we're here now.
Oh! That's cool. Did not know you could pop skulls on these games. I don't remember that. What you need to know about me is I'm a sick bastard. And I love hyperviolence, so head explosions. Great. Let's get another one of those. Yeah! Head explosion, baby. This game just went from 6 to midnight. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little easier to aim more time. Come on. Stop cowering. Carnage. Okay, I remember you control your squad's powers too. I wonder if I have to turn
Those guys were Cerberus, weren't they? Sure look like it.
Okay, this cell reference called the
Cerberus.
Katana.
What are they doing here on Mars?
Cool name,
You don't
though
know.
it just means
I'm not with
sword.
them anymore, Caden, if that's what you're asking.
It wasn't, but
In
you have to admit,
Japanese.
it's a bit, convenient. Look out!
Oh, did not mean to do that cool roll. What do I got? Oh, cool. So that dude was iced. So this kind of has the combo thing from Andromeda. Okay, let's test it. Let's try this. Can we freeze? And then... Yeah! So you can freeze dudes and
Yeah,
explode
just a few
them.
vehicles.
Must have had help from the
This
inside.
game just went from
You could be right.
midnight
No way they could take this facility with anything less
to
than a full battalion.
noon? Guys, I'm realizing we have a problem. I'm gonna want to
Commander, I
play
thought
this
you told
game
Cerberus to screw off after you wiped out that collector.
not
base
on
they were after.
stream.
That's exactly what I did.
I need to
Well,
not.
one thing's for sure. They're no friend of the Alliance.
That's good, because that
Agreed.
means I guess I'm gonna stream a lot. What you need to be doing.
Shepard,
Boop, boop,
I
boop.
need a straight answer.
About what?
Do you know anything about why Cerberus is here?
What makes you think I know what they're up to?
You work for them, for God's sakes. How am I not supposed to think that?
They worked for me. Kind of feels like the badass thing to say. But it was the temporary alliance.
We joined forces to take down the collectors. That's it.
There's more to it. They rebuilt you from the ground up. They give you a ship.
Well, yeah.
Resources.
Let me be clear. I've had
But
no
just 'cause
contact
somebody
with
gives you a
Cerberus since I
ship doesn't
destroyed
make
the
you a
collector
terrorist.
base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want.
Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. It's just that
Looks like it feels nice. Get over it.
I shouldn't have to explain
See, but
myself
Long
to you,
Ranges is
Caden.
just like a dick. I guess it's fun for some people.
Please trust me.
I do, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
This is Liara. The blue sections. I'm not obsessed with sex. It's not what I mean. It's a thing in science fiction. There's like Twi'leks.
Easy there,
These are
Lieutenant.
like...
She's with us.
Just trust me. Just watch some of the writing. You'll see what I mean.
Shepard,
They're
thank
like
the goddess
sex
you're
aliens.
alive. Liara,
They can have sex with anyone because
I
their
was
parts are
worried when
compatible
reports
with
came in.
like all
They
aliens.
hit Earth
They
hard.
make a point of saying that right up front
It was hard to
because
live
they
like
know
that.
people are thinking,
Caden,
what can,
I'm sorry.
can you
But
funk it?
why'd you come
What can it
here?
funk? And they
Hackett
tell-
ordered us to come. Said you know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers,
Yeah, she's
finally.
kinda cute though, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
But so is
I've
James
discovered plans for a
Vega.
Prothean device. One that could wipe
It's
out
a
the
tie
Reapers.
between these two right now
Here?
for romance.
On Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When I got the data on the Alpha Relay incident, I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. I contacted him as an information broker, and we pooled our resources looking for a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
I was under house arrest. There wasn't much I could do to help you anyway.
I suppose you're right. In any case, my work
I have one of
paid
those
off.
things on my
The archives are
ankles
full of
and
data, an
everything.
overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
All I have is Netflix. House arrest sucks. Seems too good to be true. Once again, wasn't paying attention.
Sounds like this weapon might be our best chance to blow the Reapers to hell.
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
No, I kind of wish this game was stupider so I
they
could
seem
make more
hell-bent on
jokes.
catching you.
They want what
That
I'm
tells
here
me
for.
we're gonna have to play
What we were all
Sopho
here
on
for.
stream.
But why?
I don't know what you guys know about
The
Sopho,
Protheans came
Stranger
close
in
to
Paradise,
defeating the
Final
Reapers.
Fantasy
They had
Origin.
plans to destroy
But I think
them,
that's
but
also
ran
going
out
to be
of
a
time.
game we play on stream.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We got company.
Bring it on.
All right.
Not
let's
this time,
see if
James.
let's get through this
What?
combat segment,
Get
and
back
then
to
maybe
the
we'll
shuttle.
call
If
it.
Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But
Now, Lieutenant.
I hear them. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us.
All right. Powers.
Not a problem. Look for someone with bionics. You can't hide forever.
Bionic on your team. Soldier Field is like the way to go, because when you're controlling your squad's powers, you can pretty much get everything done you want to get done.
Need more than guns to finish them, Shepard.
That's why we used you, Liara.
That's all of them.
That's why we used
Good. Let's find a way up.
Oh, I said combat segment. Was that a combat segment? Thing. Fine. New stuff. I forget there's things and stuff to pick up. Don't think I'm going where I need to go. This might be where we stop, because I might just be in one of those situations where I'm just too stupid to see where I need to be. Is there... How? What are you not showing me? I wanna climb the fucking... This is riveting shit. Over here? Well, guys, since we're in this situation, which I could probably easily figure out if I wasn't on stream and not worried about looking like an idiot, we could do it. We've been playing for about an hour and a half. Punch Caden? No, so you can't even punch Caden. So I think we're going to save. And we're going to call it for the day. That will be the stream, ladies and gentlemen. What's this one have? Hang on.
In recent years, the pro-human...
Okay, this does have the reading codex with the awesome voice acting. So let's do one codex entry before we...
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual.
So these are kind of the space wizards.
There are 3 branches of biotics.
The Jedi
Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
Fetus. Well, alright, I like that voice-acted codex business. It's real cool. Maybe we'll do some more of that next time. Thank you for tuning in, although I don't know if anybody did, but it kind of doesn't matter, because this is mostly for me. It wasn't very good. Like I said, we don't have the best audio or camera right now, but I am, I have definitely had the money to do it. I'm just debating how soon do I want to buy an Elgato, and then we can do this shit for real. But for now, this is Dalton, aka Turbo Disco, with the O's is zeros, twitch.tv/Turbo Disco. O's are zeros. We had a stream, a real stream of piss, but it wasn't stinky, so it's okay. It's probably because we didn't eat a lot of asparagus. I don't know what I'm going on about. Goodbye.